Wings and a mile. What's a mile to a king? What's a king to a god? What's a god to a non-believer who don't believe in anything? Wings and a mile. What's a mile to a king? What's a king to a god? What's a god to a non-believer who don't believe in anything? Wings and a mile. What's a mile to a king? What's a king to a god? What's a god to a non-believer who don't believe in anything?
Well, welcome to session 6 of the 2024 Oceania Weightlifting Championships, the men's 89 kilo division. We are in for a doozy. I am Richie Patterson, your commentary team, joined by Vesta Villalon. Thank you for joining me this evening, Vesta.
No problem.
What a lineup we've got. We've just got the guys coming on. Will be introductions ever so shortly. They do come stand nice and close to the front of the platform, and it goes a little bit dark on it, but we'll have our introductions.
Northern Mariana in the junior and youth, Aiden Ime.
Aiden from the Northern Marianas.
Representing Nauru in the senior competition, Marcinci Cook.
Marcinci Cook from Nauru.
Representing Guam, senior, junior and youth competitions, Malachi Luhan. Samoa in senior, junior and youth competition, Tobio Achong.
Samoa.
New Zealand senior competition, Karen Powell.
New Zealand.
Representing Fiji in the senior and junior competition, Daniel Shaw.
Fiji.
Now we move to the 89 kilo category.
89 kilo class now.
Representing Samoa in the senior and junior competition, Emmanuel Ulimasu.
Samoa.
Representing Australia in the senior competition, Oliver Saxton. Representing New Zealand in the senior competition, Cameron McTaggart. Representing Nauru in the senior, junior and youth competition, Kyle Franklin Samira. Representing
Nauru.
Fiji in the senior and junior competition, Nathan Korod. And finally, representing Australia in the senior competition, Kyle Bruce. Thank you very much.
It's our lineup of athletes make their way off stage and out back into the warm-up space. We're in for a battle, particularly in the men's 89s. Oliver Saxon, Kyle Bruce, Cameron McTaggart, the standouts there, and they will all now head backstage and continue on with their warm-ups. while the officials line up for presentation.
Our technical officials for this session of the Oceania Championships.
The most experience of the athletes is McTaggart, being a 2-times Commonwealth Games representative and Olympian. But there is the challenge from Saxon, Oliver Saxon and Kyle Bruce, both looking to try and take the continental qualification spot.
New Zealand, Paul Poland.
So our referees, Polly Poland,
From New Zealand,
Carl Duncan, New Zealand,
referee from Australia, Mary McKinn.
Mary Macklin from Australia,
Marshall from Australia, Andy Wynn.
Andy, Australia,
Timekeeper from the Cook Islands, Louisa Peters.
Louisa Peters, timekeeper,
Technical controller from New Zealand, Odette Smith.
Odette Smith, the technical TO,
Technical controller.
and lastly,
Pedro Sanchez.
Pedro Sanchez from Australia. So that's our lineup of TOs. They will now go and introduce themselves to the jury. It's a lot of people required to run a weightlifting competition. I'm going to take us back to the scoreboard start list in the meantime, because that's when our athletes will be coming into the event. At the moment, it looks like 80 kilos, sorry, 60 kilos being the start weight, so it might have a little bit of a slow beginning right through to the top entry weight of 145 kilos of Kyle Bruce.
Jury member from Australia, Coral Cornell. Thank you all.
So, as mentioned, the
Currently warming up.
jury will introduce themselves to.
Currently at about 7 minutes and 40 seconds. When that clock reaches 0, I will call the first of our athletes forward to begin the competition.
So there's just over 7 minutes until the start of competition.
At the moment, we need 60 kilos.
Thank you for joining us. If you want to provide comment this afternoon or this evening, depending on where you are, might even be good morning for some of our viewers, but you need to subscribe to the YouTube channel. That'll give you a 5-minute delay in terms of being able to provide comment, but we would love for you to get right in behind the athletes in this event. They will come back and watch the live stream at the completion, and they will see your support pop up in real time as well. So as the bar is currently being loaded and we have the clock counting down, we're just going to hold you on the screen and we will be back with you in the commentary team in approximately 6 minutes. Well, welcome back to the commentary team. I am Richie Patterson. I am joined by Vesta Villon for the final session of Day 2 of the 2024 Oceania Weightlifting Championships here at the Dewdrop Event Centre in Tamaki Makaurau, Auckland, Aotearoa, New Zealand. That's a bit of a introduction. Exciting lineup. We're going to start off with some of our youth lifters, and it's going to all come to a head at the top 3 lifters, which are Kyle Bruce, Oliver Saxon, and Cameron McTaggart. They're in for a treat. Just keeping an eye on Cook from Nauru as well. He has a reasonable entry total, and Chong from Samoa.
Cook is in a separate weight class in the 81s.
Thank you. There we go.
So we do have 2 weight classes here today. We've got the under 81 category and the under 89 kg category.
Okay, so at the moment, nothing happening on stage. The clock is running. The call is on Malachi Guam. Here he comes, side stage. Sorry, they changed the call there. They didn't. Lujan Guam.
Looks like an easy lift to start off the competition.
Good lad.
3 white lights.
Yep.
No design 61. The weightlifting rules, athletes can't go up a minimum of 1 kilo while we're loading this weight. Can you do more than that? If you do that, the coach will let the officials in the backstage know. And we've already had a change. Loaders, we've had a change. Load 63.
Pretty good technique there. I think he's going up to 63 kilos now for his second attempt. Looks like he's got quite a bit of reserve in the tank now.
Yeah, just a young lifter. He's only been lifting for 1 year. So no doubt this is easily one of the biggest stages he's ever been on. I was out back having a chat to him, and he said he snatched 68 kilos before.
Oh, yeah, so well within his reach at the moment.
It is well within his reach. I'll go. Not much happening on stage. He's probably sitting down and just relaxing for a second. Guam team out the back. There he is. He is standing.
Just 15 years of age.
Okay, so they're going to make their way down the tunnel. Up onto the stage here. Right. I had a chat to him at the back. The man's eyes lit up when I mentioned gaming. He's into Destiny 2 and Fortnite. And he was very excited that we've got a collaboration with esports happening over the course of this week. He's going to go out the back and have a game of that tomorrow. Righty.
Pretty technically efficient there.
Yeah, you'll be happy with that. Coaches, no doubt, will be happy with that.
We load 64 again.
I've met quite a few young weightlifters, and I've asked what they do outside of weightlifting, and more are now heavily involved in PC gaming, Xbox and PlayStation, and that's what we did a collaboration this week with esports because it is a place where our youth socialise and create their communities. And what's great is to see Malachi here and combining that with physical activity as well.
20 kilo each. These
They did have a pretty cool virtual dodgeball out the back as well.
Yeah, I'm keen to have a go. I haven't had any time, but the headsets go on and you're against your opposition, but you can see basically, what's that called?
Virtual fireball.
Is that called augmented reality?
I'm not sure.
So virtual reality is when you're inside, but augmented
okay.
is when you can overlay.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it's overlaying graphics into your environment.
Yeah, because the background is still what you would normally see.
Yes.
And then you have things like shields and fireballs that kind of
Yeah.
come flying at you.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. Augmented reality. It's called HADO. You can go and check out HADO. HADO. It's part of a collaboration between us at HADO and Esports New Zealand. And we've had at least 600-700 kids through looking at that, which has been amazing.
Comes Malachi for his third and final attempt, opting for 66 kilos.
It's 2 from 2. Oh, just forward on that one, unfortunately. Not to be.
Couldn't quite keep it the same as his first 2 lifts. Definitely plenty had the strength for it there, but
So he is competing in the youth division of the championships. Youth being under the age of 17. Not to be, but he will have a clean and jerk. So he will have time to relax and come back in the second half of the competition. The call is moving to Aiden Gimed from Northern Marianas, one of the countries that have travelled a significant distance to be here.
80 kilograms. First attempt. Aiden Gimed, Northern Mariana Island.
Here he comes. 13 years old. Out to the big stage.
do you know where the Northern Mary Islands are?
Couldn't place them on a map. I would have to learn. You can go and find a map for me. Thanks, Vesta.
I will in a second.
13 years of age in 7th grade. No problem. Well, Aiden in his first attempt. So, reasonably tall young man. Lots of power. Talking to me, he said he has snatched 93 kilos before and has an interest outside of weightlifting of basketball and volleyball, which is a great combination of sports because if you want to be able to jump high, weightlifting will help develop that power.
What would you say is your highest box jump from
Right.
your lifting days?
The highest I ever did was my eyebrows, standing to the eyebrows. You had a pretty big box jump, didn't you?
Yeah, mine was up shoulder height,
Yeah.
which I think was about 140 odd centimeters.
I can't remember what one. They filmed me for a TV show called Human Potential.
Fiji.
So here comes Nathan Kuroi, from Fiji. This is his opening lift. He's pumped. Nathan's into the competition. So Nathan, an ex-rugby player, which is probably most of Fiji, to be honest. So found his way into weightlifting through rugby. And there's just so much genetic talent in Fiji. They could drive down the road and find a weightlifter. They're so dynamic as athletes. And he's pumped. And he's into the comp, and that's the main thing, because that'll give him opportunities to move up in weight. The call is back on Nathan at the moment. Nathan doesn't look too interested in coming out. The coach wants to come and talk to him. He doesn't want to have a bar of it. I think the coach is trying to get his attention and he doesn't really want to. Okay, who else is happening around there? We've got Northern Marianas.
Northern Mariana, second attempt, 90 kilos.
So I found that they are just north of Guam in Micronesia.
Okay. So this is a second attempt. 90 kilos.
Good lift.
Great lift. Now,
Remains at 90 kilos.
Northern Marianas, as you mentioned, north of Guam.
90 kilograms.
We have 20 participating nations of the Pacific here this week.
Pretty decent turnout.
That is an amazing turnout. In fact, probably one of the large turnouts for any sport being participated in the Oceania region. I'm going to come off this. We're going to go back to the main platform because Nathan is ready to line up. He gave the nod of approval before he stood it up. He's having a great time.
Knew he had it as soon as he pulled it.
Yeah.
Good lift. Please load 91.
Great lift. Just watch his head. He knew he had it at this point. Gave the center referees like, yeah, don't worry about me. It's a great lift. I love the ability to express yourself on the platform as well after success.
91 kilograms. Third attempt, Nathan
He's having a
Flores,
good
Fiji.
time.
The
Of
clock.
course, Fiji having hosted us multiple times over the past years for the Oceania Commonwealth Championships. Most recently, I was at the Junior World Champs that Fiji hosted in Suva. That was an amazing event. And we are being welcomed back there later this year for the Commonwealth Championships and a Masters World Cup. I know there's a lot of interest in that event. I think it will be huge. I don't know if they're prepared for how many people are about to turn up.
Is
to
it
this.
in conjunction with each other?
So Masters World Cup and then separate from the Commonwealth Championships. Okay, here we have Kyle Franklin from Nauru. First attempt, 93. Whoa. Yeah, everybody said whoa. That was a display of power.
Yep. Nauru do produce a lot of powerful athletes, both now and in the past. They've had some very strong athletes.
It's so high.
Yeah.
So Nauru, some prominent names from Nauru being Marcus Stevens, is multiple-time Olympian, Commonwealth Games gold medalist. So Iti Tenemo, medalist at the Commonwealth Games.
Stop the clock. Then going higher. Load the bar to 94.
There's lots of names that have come out of
Back loaded to
the
95.
powerhouse nation of Nauru
95 because of those
for
changes.
weightlifting.
Come back to the same athletes with a higher weight.
I used to be home to the Oceania Weightlifting Institute for many years.
When was that?
Would have been early 2000s. And then it moved to, subsequently to Fiji, Samoa, and now is based in Australia. I'm going to catch the Northern Marianas lifter just before he walks down the tunnel.
Hayden Gimmer, Northern Mariana Island. Produced from 47.
Fijian lifter still just chilling it with the towel over the head. Okay, here's Aiden for his third attempt, 95 kilos. Successful with his first two. He's moving up 5. And I believe that is a new personal best.
Successful lift
Oh,
off the
gets 2-1. That's all he needs to get that one.
So he told me he'd only ever snatched 93, so this is his first time with 2 plates on the bar. Makes for a good photo.
Yeah.
Milestone snatch.
Couldn't have found a better place to do it.
No, that's a great lift too. He certainly looks like he's well on his way to putting triple digits overhead in the future. Well done. Great lifting. We'll see you back for the clean and jerk. We're going to come back out to main stage because Nathan has been sitting impatiently.
So Nathan competing in the senior and junior 89 class. So he'll be vying for a medal against Naru.
Ooh. Close. Feel like he just lost a little bit of position off the floor. Kind of almost pulled him forward a little bit.
98 kilos.
Not to be. That one will have to wait. That weight will have to wait for another day.
98 kilos.
So 98 kilos. Sit patiently. See the athlete from Nauru about to make their way to stage. Kyle successful with his opening attempt at 93. Moving 5 kilos through to 98. He made light work of his opener. There was a power snatch. I would be thinking that it'll be a similar result.
Oh.
I think the issue that we had here is that he caught it so high and then couldn't quite stand out of the power snatch.
Yeah.
And then it just threw his balance having to squat it down.
Yeah, looks like he kind of just powers till it pushes him down. Sometimes can result in different techniques needed to catch the bar in the bottom position.
Third attempt, Kyle Itamira, Nauru.
There, and then it was the squat that threw him off a little bit of balance. So he's either going to have to power snatch it or full snatch and make that decision. Otherwise, we end up with that result. So we'll come out of that and go to the waiting room where nobody is. This Naru's all standing over at the board. Fiji's making a decision. New Zealand is standing there counting numbers. And T.O. Odette Smith making sure everyone's behaving out back. There's Samoa, Kyle Bruce, just starting his warm-up. Current power. McTaggart, 70 kilos over the back. What else we got? Double front biceps from
Been
McTaggart.
working on his curls.
Samoa, Fiji putting some touches at 90 at the back. Samoa. We're getting a good shot. Lots of action happening out the back. Okay, here we are back on stage.
So this is for Kyle's third and final attempt. Let's see if he can make that correction.
Strength is not an issue. We know that much. Is he going to power snatch?
Oh, same problem.
It's
Nauru.
from a coaching perspective, which
Please load the bar.
I do a little bit of, need to learn to either catch high or catch low. It's catching high and then that squatting motion that can throw the balance, and that seemed to be the case on both second and third attempts. So he will go away. He will have the clean and jerk while the loading team makes quick work of that change through to 110 for Daniel Shaw. This will be his opening lift at this point. He's not there though. There's Curran Powers waiting from New Zealand. Oh, Daniel's in front, that's why. There he is. Part of the Shaw family that are very connected to the weightlifting in Fiji. So he will now come down.
Psyching himself up as he approaches the platform.
110 opening lift.
His Karate Kid bandana.
Whoa.
Fights for that one.
Very wide grip on the bar. It was he had to work hard for that. That wasn't. It was good first lockout, but then once the load came down, it just pushed him. Ooh. I think that was a good save, to be honest.
111 kilos.
Had to keep working through the whole time. So we'll come off that and just have a glance around the back room. We have Curran Power currently waiting. He's been waiting a little bit of time there.
Stop the clock. Increase the weight.
Shaw from Fiji has gone back under the towel. Just asking some advice.
Correction, change of 40. Load 114.
The bar has moved to 114, and this is going to bring out Tovio from Samoa.
New athlete. Okay.
He is in the under 81 category division, junior, senior, and youth.
Okay. 114. Did he have a larger opener originally listed?
What's that?
I believe we saw 120 originally listed.
That's the normal Samoan tactics, isn't it?
He's brought it down for entry.
Yeah.
So large entry on the paper, and he's just brought it down to get onto the board.
"17 years of age and snatching 114.
Pretty powerful, isn't he? How old did you say he was?
17. Oh, is he? 2007. What's that?
114 kilos.
Yeah, 17.
Daniel Shaw, PG.
These Samoan athletes train pretty ruthlessly hard.
They've got a pretty good institute of their own going on in Samoa.
They
don't
do, yeah. And a lot of high quality lifters. And when you surround yourself with that, well, you've got no option to either get stronger and survive or move on. At the moment, they're surviving. So, Daniel Shaw, second attempt. He's moved up 4 kilos to 114. Oh, to the heels, to the toes. It was a valiant effort, but not to be.
No less.
Just see this. We'll see the balance go to the heel. So he starts with the heel, or toes, heels,
114.
back to toes.
14 kilos.
Never quite found the right middle position on the foot.
Takes some pretty good mobility to do that, though.
And pretty good strength at the same time.
Loaded, increase the weight to 150. So that change will have a different athlete.
So a couple of changes happening on the bar. 115. This becomes a first attempt for current power.
It's been a couple of years since his last international, hasn't it?
Yeah. So that's a great shot, isn't it? The work being done just to load the bar with the athlete anticipating. Okay.
115 kilos. First attempt, current tower, New Zealand.
See if Curran can show us some power.
What a name for weightlifting, right?
Yeah. Oh, easy opener.
A good lift for Curran.
Good lift.
He's a secondary school teacher by trade.
Same weight on the bar.
Hopefully some of his students might be tuning in. So, as mentioned, secondary school teacher in ancient history and history. He's pretty chuffed to get on the board.
115 kilos. Third attempt, Daniel Shaw, PG.
So, at the moment, the call is on Daniel Shaw, PG. Just waiting for him. He's just off to the side of stage at the moment. There he is. Just hanging out in the tunnel, what I call the disco tunnel. You can't quite see the lights, but there is a...
So he will need this to kind of strengthen his position if he wants to battle out for the gold in the junior division of the 81s against Samoa.
So, crucial lift for Daniel. Needs to secure this. Oh. Oh, what a fight. What a fight. Referees say good lift.
3 white lights there.
Wow. That was such a fight. It's going to get that on the slow-mo. He certainly didn't have it in the perfect position. He had to work left, right, and center for this one. Even then, after he stood it up, he was still fighting through the whole way. But what a crucial lift for him to get in the right position for the comp. Okay, we're going to come out of this off the main screen because Emmanuel is ready for his opening lift.
Caught that one a little bit on the toes, but he was strong enough to fight that one and stand it up.
Good lift by majority verdict of our referee.
But he's got the snatch on the board now, so he can go back and just relax a little bit.
Great shot with the coaching team behind. Certainly had a little twist in going, stabilized it. It's just the strength of weightlifters, eh? Just phenomenal. Squatting with that much weight over your head, it's just something that's just not natural, but they just make it look so good. Okay, I'm going to come back onto the main platform.
So this one to take the lead back in the juniors under 81 category.
Oh,
I think he does that pretty convincingly.
wow.
Senior Oceania Youth Weightlifting in the 81 kilo category. It's about 118 kilos.
So I think with the previous Samoan lifter, we saw Ali Opolongi in the background in the
Yep.
coaching team.
We can, well, not, she's not looking after in the background of this one, but yeah, in the previous lift, Ali Opolongi being the Oceania region's only ever medalist at the Olympic Games.
Silvio Achong, Samoa.
When I say Oceania's only ever medalist, I mean in weightlifting, because obviously Fiji in the rugby and Tonga in the boxing. Oh, he's got the finishing
Liddy,
move, yeah.
kiss.
Finishing move. Who owns that? I don't know if it's trademarked.
David Liddy, kiss of chalk.
Talking about Ale, there is Ale Opolongi, part of the famous Opolongi family. Ale was awarded an Olympic medal in Beijing after being upgraded.
20 kilos.
So
Second is in Karen Powell, New Zealand.
we're going to go back to the main stage because Karen Power is ready to go. On his second attempt, 120 kilos on the bar, up from 115.
It's a very good bottom position. Yeah,
That was a great lift. Better than his first. Went for a little run forward on his first.
A little bit back on this one. Third one will be smack in the middle.
Yeah. Sure, at home, his rabbit will be watching him. He's got a pet rabbit
3 wide line.
called Rosie. There you go. It's a man, a history teacher with a rabbit called Rosie. Okay, we're going to come out of that. 120 kilos is loaded on the bar. The call is on Samoan athlete Manuel. Not to be close. I thought he had it. Just let the shoulders keep rolling. What does that do to the competition, Vesta?
Well, Emmanuel is competing in the 89 kilo class as a junior and senior, so he'll probably be vying for the junior medal here, which he'll already be in the lead for.
You generally know if someone's coming to stage when you hear that in the background.
Yeah.
Lots of support for the Samoan team. So Tovio for his third attempt. Oh, in and out. Won't fit that. Locked out.
Again, remain on 120 kilos.
What do you see here, Vesta?
120 kilos.
A lot of heavy strapping on that right shoulder, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. Don't know if we're going to get some time.
Yeah, we're going to have to come out of this because our next athlete is on stage, ready to go.
Emmanuel's third and final attempt here, just to strengthen his position in the junior 89 category.
Oh, to the heels again. Not to be. As he makes his way off stage. Just these athletes that are hitting great positions, but we just keep an eye on his feet. And you'll see the toes lift right there, and it just takes the weight back. Very, very challenging to hold a full squat position with 120 kilos overhead. While the loading team gives the platform a bit of a sweep. That mop looks like it's had better days.
Yeah, I was going to say a state-of-the-art broom handle there.
Let's have a look backstage.
We do have 2 slabs of beef coming on. Is our so 125 kilos.
125 kilos.
Nauru athlete.
Nauru.
Masinsi Cook Nauru. First attempt, 125. Where does this put him?
Oh, easy.
No problem. Kept that on a nice tight shot for you too. Sorry about that.
Good lift.
But that looked good if you ask me. Let's watch on the slow-mo.
Lands on 125 kilos.
What a great snatch.
Correction loaded.
So 125 kilos puts him in the lead in the men's 81 class.
Murray's producing a lot of young talent.
126 kilos.
Aaron is about to come out at 126 to try and take that lead back.
Good. If Power is comfortably in second place, 81. This is moving into the
Here he
comfortable
comes. So Current Power coming out for his third, 126 kilos. His second was fantastic.
Oh, not quite.
Not to be.
No. Please load 130 kilos.
So I couldn't quite lock that in. Happens.
130 kilos. Second attempt. Masinti Cook.
He'll have the opportunity to come back in the clean and jerk. Acknowledges everyone. I know it seems a little bit quiet on the live stream, but we do have a lot of music and a lot of crowd support here. We just have to mute out the music, otherwise we get flagged for rights. So it might sound a little bit quiet at home, but man, it's pumping in here, especially when the Samoan team comes out to stage. Whoa. That was a lift.
Nauru making a pretty light work of his first 2
Good lift.
attempts.
81 kilo category. 131 on the bar.
$22 of age, so he's got plenty more time left in his lifting career. Be good to see where he ends up.
Oh to be 22 again, and at the early stages of your athletic career, right?
Yeah.
What change?
Pain-free.
What changes would you make if you could start again? Have you ever had that moment where you're like, if I could wake up tomorrow and it was all starting again.
I'd come straight to Auckland.
Would you?
Come straight to Auckland, get a good atmosphere and training, and probably learn to listen to my body a lot sooner.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, the maturity of that in itself is a big one, right?
Yep, took me a few years to learn that one. Took an experience in Gold Coast Commonwealth Games.
Just relentlessly trained through a few things, did you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
did not pay its way in the end.
So the bar has moved up to 135.
35, third attempt, Martin
This is a,
Cook, Nauru.
for the 81 kilo athlete, Cook from Nauru. Because the call did go to McTaggart quickly, but he moved.
Yes, Cam has moved to 140 kilos.
That's a good opener for Cam.
What's his best snatch?
143. He has snatched 45, and he did snatch 45 at the Tokyo Olympics with the slight press out as the 81. But he must be in good shape. Okay, here we go. Let's Cook Nauru. This is the last lift in the men's 81 group, and then we're left with 3 remaining athletes in the men's 89s.
So if he's successful, he'll be 15 kilos above his nearest competitor.
This is significant lifting for an 81 kilo athlete.
He had to fight for that one.
Referees say majority decision, no lift.
Saw some breach of the technical rules.
Oh, looks like the jury are all waving their flag.
What do you think? Let's have a look.
It's going to be that right elbow, if anything.
I reckon it's just a shoulder rotation.
Yeah, sometimes that can come across as a little bit of a press out, but
I think I'm going to place a bet that this is going to be overturned by the jury. Are you willing to take that bet with me, John, on the slow-mo? I'll take the bet. So we're going to go to the side in the meantime.
the decision is about to
Get
come out.
relayed. What's the decision?
Dun, dun, dun.
Good lift.
A good lift. It has been overturned.
I've just won a bet. Thank you, John. I'll take that. Okay, so here we have the first lift for Cameron McTaggart. 140. This is a big opener. He's been coaching all week as well. But
Personal trainer out of Flex Fitness.
he's a seasoned professional now. 14 years weightlifting.
And that looks like a comfortable opener there for him.
Right. Opening. Like he'll take a lot from that. That came off the ground like a rocket. That will be a big confidence booster for him. He's going to have to keep giving it lots, though, as he moves up in weight. So into the competition with 140. And now he gets to go and mix it with the other two a little bit higher.
Gives the weights a bit of a high five.
Did he manage to get the touch on the weight, did he?
He did, he did.
Okay, I've seen him before miss the weight, but...
Gets left hanging sometimes.
Well, maybe that's an omen that today's going to be a good day. I want to have a look in the warm-up. Who's there? So that's Oliver Saxon hanging out under there. So just putting in perspective what's happening in this comp. This is the second to last Olympic qualifier. McTaggart is not eligible for the Olympics because he chose to not pursue Paris. It was a very expensive ordeal, having to do multiple events worldwide, and the cost of that, especially from New Zealand, I worked it out to be around $40,000 to $50,000 to try and qualify off no funding. So he chose not to. But the two athletes that are eligible in this session, it's Kyle Bruce and Oliver Saxon. And Oliver currently sits second in the Olympic ranking in the continental position behind Bruce. So
Yes, Kyle Bruce has a 334 total in this qualification period, whilst Oliver Saxton has a 327.
so we're going to need to see some successful lifts.
Needs about 8 kilos on his best total to get into the lead here.
I've seen him do some big lifts in training. John's giving me a shimmy shimmy. I'm going to do a side follow on. So really needs a succession of 3 successful lifts. It's not the start that he needed.
Fast under the bar.
Mm.
Didn't look heavy. Got some baby shark in the background.
So what happened with the lift? That's what I'm interested in.
143 kilos. Second attempt.
Good position off the floor. No problem with the height. Just the hips rocked back and spat him back out. And the pressure just builds a little bit more.
Stop the clock. Keep going higher. But we remain with
Okay,
the
so he's moved up.
143 kilos.
Trying to look at the
Second
scoreboard.
attempt, Oliver Saxton, Australia.
McTaggart moved up, burnt a clock. Oh, tactics happening already. So the call moves back to Saxon. The New Zealand team just burnt his clock, so he will come back out very quickly now.
I think as you get to these heavier weights, you kind of need that rest time, don't you?
Oh, that was nasty. That was a coaching move. Took his time away. He's got plenty of time. Doesn't need to rush. And he's into the competition. On his second. So,
Load 144.
still not an easy lift for him. He had to expend a bit of energy moving under the bar.
144 kilos.
So while we're watching this lift, the bar has been loaded to 144 kilos. And this brings Kyle Bruce to the platform. We're just watching the final moments of Saxon's 143 second attempt. And we're going to come back to the main platform for Kyle Bruce. This is his opening lift, 144. He did well to save that. The shoulders were all over the place.
3 white lights there. So he does secure himself a snatch.
Yeah, it's hard to see from this angle, but it was the left shoulder that really did a big rotation.
Yeah.
Very twisted. So he did well to save that, to be honest.
He has hit 146 in international competition before.
Okay, McTaggart now is loading up 44 to reply. So
144 kilos. Second attempt. Cameron McTaggart, New Zealand.
okay, so this gets Cam to be equal with Bruce. A big lift. This is a competition best attempt.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Are we gonna?
Cam is pumped, and he got another hand tap on it. I saw it. It's a good omen.
He had to reach a little bit lower for that one.
Yeah. So let's go. Sorry, to McTaggart.
Question is, are we gonna see that infamous backflip on the
He
third
caught it on
attempt?
his toes and ran forward with it. He's going to have to get super amped up to get more kilos than that. What do you reckon? A couple more?
Yeah.
Gave it a good pop and just managed to get the bounce. Well done.
He does know how to be sneaky under the bar, so I think
Okay.
there can be a couple more kilos there.
3 to 10, Oliver Saxton.
Oh, he's done well to get himself in this position, McTaggart. I think those other two athletes will take a significant jump now. What have we got? McTaggart's been called.
145. We've got Kyle Bruce at 146. And also 146 we have Saxton, Oliver Saxton.
So does McTaggart move there to buy some time?
So he has just moved up to 146 as well.
Okay.
146.
So there's Saxon running around. Coach is making another change. So it looks like Cam,
146. Second attempt.
I think Cam should have, to be honest, the coaching team should have just run his clock down a little bit on a 2-minute call.
146.
Just bought him some time.
Oliver Saxton.
Oh no, Saxon is taking 46. Here he comes. Okay, so we'll be able to catch Saxon as he comes out the tunnel. And had to go for a little bit of a forward run on 43. This is well within his capabilities, 46. And this is to take the lead in the competition, means 89s.
He did hit this at the previous Oceanias, so. There it is.
That was his best of the three.
Good
Be
lad.
careful that he doesn't drop it from above the shoulders.
Remains at 146.
Tell me why, Richie.
Well, one of the rules are that you have to have the hands on the bar as you lower the bar. I know you get excited when you succeed, but you've still got to complete the lift in its entirety. So we're going to get to see the full lift. That was a great lift.
146 kilos. Third attempt.
Almost needed some more weight on the bar to be able to deliver the power that he just did.
The call is currently on Cameron McTaggart at 146.
Well, he did keep his hands on. My apologies. He did. What was required?
Kyle Bruce
Okay.
is standing in the tunnel.
Pause on McTaggart. The clock is running down
Is
on
that
McTaggart.
here?
McTaggart's not coming. Let's have a look.
30 seconds.
No, they've made a change.
147.
Oh, what's McTaggart gone to?
147.
So Bruce now will take the platform.
So this will be to get the lead over Oliver Saxton,
Second attempt. Kyle Bruce, Australia. As with most of the
making for a very good competition now between three lifters.
So here's Kyle. It's a gym owner in Australia. Here's a personal best of a 150 snatch.
Oh, and he's got that one.
Yeah. Was better than his previous two.
Yep. And still one more attempt left as well.
Good lad.
So that puts him in a good position to further his Olympic qualifying total.
What has he done in the qualification period, do you know?
So he has hit
Good attempt.
a 334 total.
Okay, we're going to come out of this because McTaggart is ready to go. This is a big lift for McTaggart. He's going to have to rip it. Oh, he was close. It was to arm's length.
It was moving.
It was.
Lovely.
Wow. That
Blood 148.
was ever so close for Cam. Just behind it. Just needed to go through with the head position. Well done. He's in a reasonable position to fight. Considering Cam's been coaching as well as running some of his masters athletes as well, that's a pretty good effort.
He'll be happy to be touching those kinds of weights again, though.
Well, that's the most he's ever attempted in a comp in his career. I know he did put 145 overhead as an 81 the Tokyo Olympics with the flight press, but that was the most he's ever put on the bar from the ground, which is good. So we're waiting for the final attempt of Kyle Bruce. Here he is, up the back. It's a big coaching contingent from Australia. I feel like they've got a lot of their own coaches available to them on this trip. So Kyle will walk down the tunnel.
So we do have Cam McTaggart sitting in third place with a 144 snatch. Oliver Sexton with a 146 snatch, and currently Kyle Bruce has a 147 snatch. So 151 is being asked on the bar to further Kyle's lead.
So this would be a personal best for Kyle in competition. He told me out the back, 150 was the best on the comp platform.
151, third attempt, Kyle Bruce of
So he has hit 146 within the qualifying period, so this will put him in a very good position.
This would extend it and give him the opportunity to build a very large total in the men's 89 kilo division.
Oi.
To be right on through.
Still 147 snatch. He will take through to the clean and jerk and try and build that total.
We now have a 10-minute pause for our Olympics to warm up for the center.
It was pretty close. Certainly has the height on the bar. Just he hasn't had a great day. The first snatch, his shoulders were a bit troublesome. Second snatch was okay. Third, just not being able to secure it overhead. So that is the end of the snatch portion of the men's 81-89. This is where we ended up after snatch. It's going to make for a tight competition in the clean and jerk. Well, really, Kyle's only 1 kilo ahead in the snatch over Saxon, and then you've got McTaggart at 44 as well. So we've still got a battle for that podium, and then some tight battles in the junior and youth as well. In the meantime, we're going to put you into the festival video, and then we'll put you into this holding screen as we prepare for the clean and jerks.
Human beings in a mob. What's a mob to a king? What's a king to a god? What's a god to an unbeliever who don't believe in anything? Human beings in a mob. What's a mob to a king? What's a king to a god? What's a god to a non-believer who don't believe in anything?
Well, welcome back to session 6 of the 2024 Oceania Weightlifting Championships. This is the men's 81 and 89 kilo division. We're about to kick off the clean and jerks, and with our first lifter, Malachi Lujan from Guam, young youth athlete. He's had a pretty good start to the competition. Snatch. And he's looking to get us underway with 80 kilos in the clean and jerk. And Malachi gets us underway in good fashion with success.
Good lift there for Malachi Luhan. 81 kilo. As always,
Malachi will have a couple of lifts following himself, competing in the youth division. So this is the Oceania Youth, Junior and Senior Champs.
corrected by the
Youth being under 17 years of age.
And Malachi just 15 years old.
An avid gamer. He's into Destiny 2. I'm not familiar with Destiny 2, but also Fortnite.
I've heard of that one. Maybe we'll get a Fortnite dance on the platform.
Oh, maybe. Yep. They have their moves that they do, don't they? What's that called? An emote. They emote. Yeah, that's an emote. My son loves it too. They pick all their different emotes and characters, and he was quite excited when I was talking about the esports and HADO out the front, that he's going to come in tomorrow and play a few games of the augmented reality dodgeball.
Yeah.
Well supported by his coaching team. Have a look at the warm-up. It's been a long day here at the Judop Event Centre. That's the team from Guam. Malachi getting ready to come out for his next lift. They look like they're having a good time. That's the main thing. They've come a long way to be here.
So Malachi taking a 5 kilo jump here for his second attempt.
Points to the elbows, which is a signal to the referees that my arms don't go straight. So they are aware of that.
Nice, tidy clean there.
Work, Malachi. Two
Adjust
from
the
two.
glasses.
good lift. Please load 86.
He's having a good day.
Did go 2 from 2 in his snatches as well. So he's got 4 out of 6 lifts so far.
Most of these done 92 kilos, so he's still below what he's achieved on the platform.
84. Please load 90.
I think he'll be very fresh to the international stage, so this could just be a feeling it out a little bit in this competition rather than going for PBs.
Well, 1 year, he's only been lifting for 1 year, and he's already at pretty reasonable weights for 1 year of weightlifting. And so
How long did it take for you to get to 90 kilos?
Malachi Luhan, 1.
I remember my under 16 record was 75.95. So, and that was 1 year of weightlifting. Yep,
Yeah.
about that.
So he'll be on his way to becoming a 3-time Olympian then.
Oh, nothing's stopping him. He's doing very well. Got to dream big. Then set in place a plan to see how do I get there. I don't know if Guam has had an Olympic weightlifting representative to the Olympics. Maybe someone in the live stream could correct me if I'm wrong. So a fair bit of, for those at home wondering why it goes a bit quiet, it's because we do have a lot of music in here and we can't get our videos flagged by rights agreements. So we keep it muted through the audio, but we've had fantastic support here in the venue all day. If you are in the area, come down, watch. We're at the Dewdrop Event Centre. It is free entry. We're here from 10 a.m. tomorrow. We have 3 weightlifting sessions, and then we have 2 weightlifting sessions each day on Saturday and Sunday. Malachi is 3 from 3.
So Guam has had 4 Olympians that were weightlifters, dating back from 1988 through till 2000.
Oh, well, thanks for that, Vesta. Quickly doing the Google.
Yeah. The new statistician.
So, whilst we look at Malachi's last successful lift, who was the names of the Guam Olympians?
So in 2000, we had Melissa Fijeran.
Yeah.
So
So she must have been one of the first women's weightlifters in Sydney.
yeah, 1992, Edgar Molinos. Then we've got Peter Fijeran in 1988.
Same family. Yeah. Well, there have been 4 Olympians from Guam. There you go.
Oh.
They didn't waste no time. Northern Marianas,
That was 3, sorry, 3.
3 Olympians from Guam for
For
weightlifting.
weightlifting, yeah.
Load 101.
It's a really powerful opening attempt for Aiden. So we're in the early stages of the clean and jerk. Most of these athletes are our youth athletes. Aiden has listed or told me that his best was 112, so this is well below his best, just getting into the competition.
Load 105. Because of that,
So 105 is currently being placed onto the barbell. This will be for a first attempt for Nathan Koroi from Fiji. I know there's lots of people from Fiji currently tuned in. Make sure you write some comments because he'll see it as he comes up on stage. Okay, we'll come back to the main platform. That is a good lift. Well, I'm getting some really valuable information coming through the live stream. I'm going to talk about that really shortly. We're just watching this last lift first. No problem there in his lockout. He's into the competition. So
106 kilos. Second attempt, Nathan Goroy, PG.
he's bumped, yeah. So thank you, Corey, for the information. Melissa was Malachi's mum, and his uncle is Pete, and they were brother and sister, and they were the Olympians.
Oh, wow. So it's going to be running in his family then.
Yeah.
He's got the genetics for it. He's got the age for it.
10 kilos.
And Guam's head coach is Edgar Molinas. I'm trying to get these pronunciations correct. Apologies. And he was the other Olympian. So we got everybody here. So that's okay. Wow. Good lift.
Remaining with about 110.
Pretty solid opening. Oh, no, it's not his opening, but pretty solid power clean there. Taking it to arm's length, pretty comfortable. We're getting through these early lifts a bit quicker. Apologies, me and Vesta have had a big long day. We might go occasionally quiet. We're just trying to do a bit of research on all of these different athletes as well. You know what I'd really love is that actually a lot of people at home know a lot about these athletes. So as an athlete comes out on stage, if you could just give us their bio, that would be fantastic, wouldn't it? Every time they come out on stage, someone gives us some information on them.
Yeah.
There you
Help
go.
So show some support as well.
Yeah, that's our challenge to you at home. Here's Nathan, second attempt, 110. Oh, I reckon that was better than his first. Right lift.
Good lift.
So Nathan is competing in the junior under 89 category.
Yep.
So he's guaranteed himself a medal now, so that he's locked in a total.
He's making light work of these clean and jerks. Lots of people watching from PG. And we've got our fingers crossed for later in the year. Aileen lifting for Australia will be at the Paris Olympics, but we do know she is Fiji.
Fiji at heart.
Well, no, she's not Fiji. Fiji in everything.
Oh, yeah.
And Fiji will claim that medal if she brings one home from Paris. So Corey's giving us an encyclopedia of Guam. It's fantastic. So Malachi's sister, Nissi, is lifting tomorrow. It's a family affair. Sit here while I'm talking to you. My son and daughter are watching the live stream. Cooper, Mackenzie. Hopefully that's us in years in the future. We're sitting here and everyone's like, oh, he's pretty good. Well, his dad was Richie Patterson. Would be wonderful. But they'll choose their path, whether it's weightlifting or something else. A couple of changes happening. Go out the back and have a look.
So the call is on Aiden from, I forgot what country that is. In MI.
I do enjoy having a chat with the live stream, so everyone tuning in, feel free to ask us any questions or participate. Certainly makes it for a lively interaction. You've got to subscribe and wait 5 minutes to be able to provide comment, but we have Aiden from Northern Marianas. He's coming out on 115 for his third attempt.
But this is to go 6 out of 6, which will close off a very good day in the office.
Yeah, you can't ask for more than 6 from 6.
And it will guarantee him a medal.
Great succession of lifting from Aiden.
So with that lift, he does secure himself a medal in both the youth and junior division, which colour it will be was yet to be determined.
116 kilos. Third attempt, Nathan Coral, PK.
I just got given the big change the scene. We're running out of footage. Okay, here we go. We are going back to Nathan for his third attempt. Clean and jerk has not been an issue for him. He's a very strong athlete. Background of rugby. No doubt his two brothers and one sister will be watching this. He's had a good day in the clean and jerk. Well done, Nathan.
Good lad. 120 kilos.
It's good to see that we have a viewer from Florida.
Yep, that's Corey. He's been giving us all the Guam information.
Yeah.
$120 kilos. First attempt, Kyle Ichimura, Nauru.
So we're back to our next athlete. Kyle from Nauru, 120 kilos loaded.
Looks like a comfortable opener.
Yeah.
He is the sole representative in the youth division of the 89 class, so he's automatically got a medal there now. He'll be battling for a medal in the junior division.
Richard's just asked us to tell us about the upcoming lifts over the next few days. Well, this is the men's 81 and 89, and we've also just had the women's 59. So tomorrow we'll see the men's 96. I don't have the list in front of me. If you go into the live stream, it'll give us tomorrow. Look, we've got session 7 is first thing in the morning, which is the women's 64 kilo division. Then at 1 p.m. New Zealand time, the men's 96, and then at 4 in the afternoon, the women's 71. So 3 sessions tomorrow that will be coming to you live. Athletes to look for. And we start to get towards a lot of the Samoan athletes.
130 kilos. Second attempt, Kyle Ichimura.
We've got athletes to look for in the coming days. Aileen, is she lifting in the 81s for this event or the 87s?
I would suspect the 81s. Let's have a look. Aileen is lifting in the 81 category.
So people to look for in the 81s. Aileen, lifting for Australia. Hayley Whiting, representing New Zealand. She's still in with a outside possibility of Paris. She has done all the qualification events. Asia Pritchard Lolo from Vanuatu, Commonwealth Games representative. And the earlier sessions tomorrow, what have we got? Who's our lineups? The women's 64s. Can we have a look at that? Darcy Kay from Australia has a significant entry total over Evan McIntyre.
She's our Commonwealth Games representative from
And
Birmingham.
Zoe De Grunsky from Australia. So that'll be a tight battle. And then you've got Nauru in the mix as well. So we've got a few battles tomorrow. We'll have a look at what's happening in the men's. Okay. Kyle taking the bar to 130 kilograms for his second attempt. Back to action. Oh, light work. We were commenting earlier, the Nauruan lifters are just so strong in this portion of the event, the clean and jerk. Whether it's genetics or confidence, one or the two, or both. Just so powerful through the quads, and they get such good drive out of the jerk.
31, third attempt. Kyle gets in there. Stop the clock. Divided 135. There we go behind. So we have a different lifter.
So we are down at the Judop Event Centre, Waka Pacific Centre in Manukau City. It's free entry, so we'd love for you to come along, come down and watch. We've had a massive program running the last few days. We've had about close to 700, 800 school kids through the hall. So I'm going to come back to the side. My bad. Missed that transition. A long day.
So the call is on Kyle of Nauru for his third and final attempt.
Not a lot of action happening out back. Must be a bit of action over by the change board because Karen Power is patiently waiting.
135 kilos.
There he goes.
The call has been stays on Kyle, but the weight has been moved to
Adjusted.
135.
So a bit of a trip for Nauru to get here. But they've turned up in force. They've got a large team. And obviously, this is basically representing Nauru in weightlifting. It's like representing the All Blacks in rugby. The depth in Nauru in weightlifting is significant. To be.
Load now 138 kilos.
Okay, so what's happening in terms of the overall competition? Vesta, where are we sitting?
So we have Nauru, who just completed lifting, so with a 223 total. He sits in he'll be in second position in the juniors. And he is the sole youth, so he automatically gets 2 medals now. Whether that's going to be a silver in the junior or a gold, we will find out. And here comes Curran back in the 81 category class. And that's a comfortable opener for him.
Really good lift.
Load 139.
So he'll be trying to sneak into the medals here. He did have the second biggest snatch of the 81 kilo class.
So Curran started weightlifting in 2011. What's that, 13 years in the sport?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a period of time. He said he started just after McTaggart started. So McTaggart started in 2000. end of 2010.
Yeah.
So he's been round.
Yeah. Probably needs to get matching knee sleeves though. I don't like that.
You don't like that look?
I don't like it.
I agree. I agree.
140 kilos.
There you go. Maybe the New Zealand teacher's salary could go out and get you some new knee sleeves. Raise Low is one of our sponsors, SBD. Come off that and go back to the main platform. Caller's on current power. He's not there. He's certainly not there.
Well, weight is 140 on the bar.
Maybe he's out in the warm-up room. Let's go have a look. I don't think he's in the warm-up area either because that looks like Team Fiji. Fiji is reading the scoreboard. New Zealand's reading the scoreboard. And nobody's lifting any weights. Let's go have a look around the warm-up space.
I think New Zealand will be looking to just buy Curran a little bit of time here because their next lifter will be on
There he is.
143. Probably needs to work on his bicep curls as well, to be honest.
Good to see that he's well focused in.
Yeah, maybe not.
143.
Oh, now there's some biceps.
Megan and Cam. Very good. He's had a good day so far.
43 kilos. First attempt. Daniel Shaw, Fiji.
Nobody's coming to the stage. We have our Samoan athletes still warming up.
So the call has now been moved to Anthony of Fiji. Curran has moved to 143 as well, so now the call has been switched.
Okay, we do have an athlete finally coming to stage. Daniel Shaw. He went up that stage, onto the stage like he's got a lot of energy. So let's see if he can put it into his opening lift on 143. Get up.
Oh,
No. Didn't quite catch the bounce in the bottom of the clean. Let's have a look. He had to do a little bit of a duck walk with 143 kilos. It's pretty challenging.
We leave the lower at
That bottom
143.
position. Flexibility galore.
just couldn't quite stand that up.
It was always going to be difficult
Yeah.
from that point.
43.
He's going to have to get in and get out after his next one and clean up that clean.
Yep.
So go backstage because there's not much happening again out the back, out on the platform.
Daniel Shaw, Fiji.
We're going to go for a slow scan. See Kyle Bruce going for a walk over the back. Taggart's up to 140 kilos in the clean in his warm-up.
Curran has disappeared, so he must be coming out for his next lift soon. No, we have Fiji making their way to the platform for his second attempt.
Okay, so I need to come back to this.
Does look like his clock has been burnt actually, so he's down to his last
30
30
seconds.
seconds.
Someone did the dirty on him and burnt his clock.
Curran.
Oh, better. Much better. Yep. Oh,
It's unfortunate.
I think he's tweaked his elbow.
No lift.
So it's he made better work of that clean.
So you can look at that.
Yeah, stood straight up out of this one.
Yeah. Still a step forward just knocks just more energy out of you. It's enough.
More
to make-
energy and less footwork, would you say?
Yeah. Nice, Vesta, nice. So I saw him grasp the elbow after this lift. And I think that might be the end of his day. We'll have a look. There. Oh, yeah. I think he's done an elbow ligament.
What happened?
He did grasp that. So,
Competition of a number of great past athletes and officials. Bruce Cameron from New Zealand, Lynn Cameron from New Zealand. Bruce was for many years the president of New Zealand weightlifting. Lynn was the top
so
Oceania
at the
weightlifting.
moment,
I'm delighted to have both
I
Bruce
think we
and
had
Lynn Cameron.
Shaw
Thank you for coming along.
sustain an injury. So he'll be out the back with the medic.
We also welcome to the competition Mr. Jim Smith,
You can see,
past president of the USA Weightlifting Federation, here coaching the team from Tonga.
yeah, I think he's done his elbow.
We're just waiting to hear. The clock is running down for
Call
Daniel
is
Shaw,
still on
third
Daniel.
Yeah.
The doctor in the backstage. We'll see what happens. We're down
He
to
does have
44
45 seconds left to complete the lift or get it above his knee.
Daniel Shaw withdraws from the competition.
And he has withdrawn from the competition.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think he sustained an injury on that last jerk and has wisely withdrawn from that final attempt, and he'll go home and have to potentially have someone look at that.
So the call now moves to Curran for his second attempt at 144 kilos.
He's having a good time. He's vibing. There's a lot of music happening in here. I don't know if you can hear it from home, but
If you can, then we will be cancelled.
yes. Our goal of this live stream is to get the background noise out of it. Unfortunately, the nature of live streaming means that we can't play music through it. Okay, here we have 144. Second attempt.
Oh, hold it. Nice. And that looks like a good lift to me.
Good
And
lift
the
for Curran.
judges agree.
Load 145. Steve Curran.
So 145 brings out the green plates. And this is for currently for Curran's third and final attempt in the snatch.
Third and final attempt in the snatch.
In the clean and jerk.
Okay.
Just changing the names around a little bit.
We're getting closer to the battle, aren't we?
Yes, I think with Fiji pulling out and not registering a total, Curran is now guaranteed a bronze.
Okay.
So this lift will just further his total. And the next lifter to be called out in the 81 class will be Masinsi from Nauru.
Okay, we're just finishing off the slow-mo of Curran. We got to play the whole thing because he's got a 2-minute clock listed on him. So for those that didn't see, we had an injury from the Fijian lifter. He's currently being attended to. He's okay. The nature of the sport sometimes. Nauru patiently waiting. Curran's just burning this clock down a little bit so he can have some break. It's one of our videographers for the week, Sweet Drops. He's done a good job creating content for all of our athletes.
Give him a follow on the old Instagram.
Yeah, if you're on Instagram, Sweet Drops is where the content is going. Curran's still waiting. McTaggart's got 150 on the bar.
46 kilos.
What else is happening over the back? Oliver Saxon looks like he's got 150 on the bar. In the meantime, we're coming back to the main stage because Cincy Cook from Nauru
So he posted the best snatch in the 81s at 135. So he'll have a comfortable lead if he gets this one.
Plenty of power, no problem.
Right. Ooh, 2-1. Wonder what the referees saw there.
Cook into the lead in the 81 kilo category.
So that pushes him into first position in the men's 81. Curran currently sitting in second place with 264. And the Samoan still yet to come out.
Third attempt, Curran Power, New
Okay.
Zealand.
Starting to get some big weight now.
The clock is going higher. Load 147.
147 kilos on the bar.
147.
Ball throws back to Cook from Nauru. Lots of
Going higher. Load 151.
loaders up and down. Done a good job, these loaders, all day.
Shifting the most amount of weight out of any of them. More than the lifters themselves.
Yeah.
Coming out.
Okay. Here we have Samoan athlete,
151. First attempt.
So this is the last,
Tovio Chong.
the last 81 kilo lifter to come out. So I think the battle was just starting to open up. Okay, so that's a good lift for Emmanuel from Samoa, and he has now entered into the competition. with
No, that
a
wasn't Emmanuel. That
Nope.
was the previous lifter, Achong.
Achong.
Sorry.
Samoa.
So 268
So now we have Emmanuel.
puts him into second position. Okay, now we have Emmanuel in
Yes.
the 89s.
Really strong.
And that's a good opener there.
How old is Emmanuel?
Emmanuel is, where are we, 2006, so 18 years old.
Yeah, I'm just going to say he's going to be a name to look for in the future. Got very tidy technique.
Probably got one of the best birthdays as well. 1st of January.
Is that the best birthday though?
Or,
to be,
or the worst, is it?
yeah.
For juniors, to stay in the junior division.
No, it's good actually. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Being born on the 1st of January is perfect for being a junior. Means you get a whole year of rowing, competing against people born in December. Okay. So here we have Masinsi Cook out for his second attempt, 151. He made pretty light work of his first. He was a little bit wobbly overhead. Let's see if we can tidy it up.
So to further his lead in the
81 kilo division. Such
Strong.
great technique.
Oh,
Thought that might have been the case. He's so good in the clean, but the overhead is a little bit lacking.
No lift. You remain here to get it, 151.
So good in that pull. Torso position, rack position spot on too.
151 kilos. Third attempt. Current power.
Just never really looked like he had secured this. Down. Yeah. Maybe
Probably
needs to
just-
bring the head through a little bit better.
Yeah. All right, so the call is now on current on 151 kilos. This will be to move him from third into second position. Do we know what his best is?
No, but he's not mucking around, so.
I think it might have been against you, and
His best is 146.
yeah, and I think that might have been, was that against you at the Nationals?
No lift.
I think so, yeah. So, not to be.
One more attempt.
Didn't quite get his torso into a good position here. Like, he was using muscle rather than structure. Rounded out, lost the wrist position, elbows collapsed. It was always going to be a difficult task to then shift this overhead.
Just got a little bit dizzy there.
Yeah, that's just so taxing to try and come out of a squat like that. We're going to have to come out of that because Cook from Nauru is ready to go.
That looks like a better attempt.
Yeah. Got the head through.
Good
And
lift.
he finishes, no, yes, finishes the competition with a 286 total.
5.
With the Samoan having 2 more attempts left, he has an opportunity to try and overtake that. But it's a big difference. $18-kilo difference.
Samoa is successful with the new Oceania youth record for the
He's a youth athlete. How's that for a stacked youth athlete? Fuck. So this is an Oceania youth record attempt. Wow. So strong. So that is a new Oceania youth record. What's his year of birth listed?
He has 2007, so he is 17 this year.
Last year as a youth athlete.
Does he too is born on the 1st.
Samoa.
We've got 3 people in this session born on the 1st of January.
We're going to have to come out of that because
Bit of a slow lockout there.
yeah, let's want to have a look at those. It's an interest. I don't know if it's an interesting fact that they're all born on the 1st of January. Is that a
You reckon it might be a typo?
might be? I hope it's a typo, considering that they're all perfectly born in the last year of their age groups on the 1st of.
Coincidence?
something that I might have to look at.
36, 30 Emmanuel Busmato, Samoa.
Yes. Okay, we're going a bit quiet because we are currently trying to figure out what's happening.
So Emmanuel from Samoa.
Okay, we're going to come back to the main platform because Manuel is on stage. Referee say good lift.
Good lift. And the jury says otherwise by the looks of it.
Yeah, I think that's going to be overruled.
Reconsider that lift.
I think it was his left elbow.
Yeah, I think I saw that one as well.
Competition is paused for jury consultation about the previous lift.
Yeah, I think it might be the left elbow that's going to be overruled here from the jury. He got it to length, but it wasn't a clean lockout. So that is a no lift, unfortunately.
Good lift for the third attempt.
A good lift.
Oh, good lift.
Yeah.
Apologies. It remains a good lift.
Please load the bar.
Okay.
What do we know?
No. What have we got left, Vesta?
Right, so in the men's 81 kilo, we have one more lift from Chong.
Chong. Tovia Chong. This is the youth athlete.
Yep, so he's gone to 170, so 15 kilo jump from 155
to 170.
So this must be to try and take the lead for the men's 81.
So he's gone from 151 to 155 to 170.
Yes.
And this is a junior and youth record.
Total record.
And total record.
Yeah, and this will put him in the lead by 1 kilo.
1 kilo senior title.
This would be a very big lift.
This is a huge, huge increase on 155.
Oh, he's wrecked it. Oh, wow. Oh. Wow, wow, wee, wow.
I got nothing else to say except that. That was, I was not expecting that to get even close. And he just threw himself at 170 kilos.
171.
Right. So the call now moves to Cam McTaggart from New Zealand. So we have 3 lifters remaining in this competition in the 89 kilo class.
I can't believe he just went from 51 to 55 to 170.
It's a massive jump, and for a PB as well. Wonder how big of a PB that would have been.
Well, he just set an Oceania youth record at 55, so that would have been a plus 20-odd kilo youth record. Ooh. Okay, here's McTaggart.
Yep.
171. This is a decent opener.
I think would be his highest opener he's done.
Yep.
Oh, easy.
What?
And now he's going to have a play around by the looks of it.
Power jerk at 171. Wow. Wow.
Normally
Let's
his
watch the whole
clean
thing.
is his
Weak. That was huge for his clean. That was so
yeah,
much high.
It was very easy.
Well, you're about to see how good his timing and his jerk is, because this is 171. Doesn't even have to squat down at all. 171 power jerk. He has jerked 200 kilos off the rack. Wow. What a start for McTaggart. Oh,
Misses the high five though.
he got a touch. He got a touch.
Good to get the touch.
He got a touch.
He got the high one.
Yeah, I see a few people commenting. Richard, watching the lifters in 2001, 2002 at Gillies. I was in my final year of school in 2001, and I used to train at Gillies Ave, Auckland Grammar. That was my final year at training. I did 2002 at Gillies as well, and then I moved over to the North Shore. Okay, what's happening out the back?
Cam McTaggart has changed his call to 174.
I'd say McTaggart will go 76 for a PB.
What do we have? We have 180 is being asked from Oliver Saxton.
I think McTaggart will be following himself. They'll just do a couple of changes to slow the clock.
185 from Kyle Bruce.
I still can't believe Cam just power jerked 171 kilos. It's crazy.
Off the clock. Taggart's going hard.
Okay, call will be on McTaggart, 175.
Still remains.
He's having a struggle getting his playlist going, I can see that much.
Mariah Carey on repeat.
I don't know, he's scrolling.
$175 kilos.
They're going to make one more change, I reckon.
When did he hit the 75?
Hit the 75 at the Tokyo Olympics.
Yeah.
So, but he was 81 kilos there, and he certainly didn't get the purchase that he just got before on that previous lift. So I think
Again going high. 176 on bar.
being coached by Simon Kent, Megan Signal, Tokyo Olympian as well.
76, second attempt. Cameron McTaggart.
So this is a personal best for McTaggart.
Clock resumed at 1 minute and 2 seconds.
All he needs to do is clean this.
Yeah, if he can clean it, he's good. He's just got to get that same aggression and purchase. Okay, here comes McTaggart. This is for a personal best. Cam's been coaching all week as well.
Looking very strong.
He's looking very determined.
Oh,
Oh, that was mental, not physical. It's going to be hard to come back from that.
Gnarly.
didn't quite give it what he needed off the hip, did he?
Oh, he just needed to turn the elbows around. He pulled it. He just pulled it. He needs to.
176 kilos. Third attempt. Cameron McTaggart, New Zealand.
He needs to bring the elbows through. Hips, elbows. Don't think of anything else. Hips, elbows. At this point, mentally, Cam needs to click back that it's only 170. He needs to tell himself that it's not 176.
Yeah.
I think he's talking to himself that it's new. That's what you don't want to get in, is in your own head. Elbows through, 170 Cam, 170, 170, hips, elbows. That's what he needs to be thinking. has been his weakness in the clean and jerk is the numbers, not the technique, because he can maintain technique. It's the
He's
numbers.
always been very efficient.
Yeah.
And now he's got his strength up.
Yep. Okay, here he comes.
Right, here it comes.
Hips, elbows.
Third and final attempt for a PB.
Hips, elbows.
Oh!
He brought them through, not to be. Almost lost Vesta off the back of the stage. Was riding that lift with him. He had it too. He just needed to fully commit it.
Yeah.
He is in. He just needed to let the elbows come all the way through. Well done, Cam. Not a bad day, but he'll be frustrated.
180 kilograms.
Must have been that high five.
He missed it.
He missed the high five.
Yeah. Omen. Okay, have Oliver Saxon now for his opening on 180. He's probably had to wait a little bit, potentially, with Cam following himself. He
That's
rushed.
not what you want. It looks
He
like he's getting a
rushed
bit dizzy.
Was that maybe why? He just wanted to get it off the shoulders.
Yeah.
No lead.
Sometimes you just split and hope you get it.
Yeah, that's a pretty strong clean. Like, it wasn't overtly taxing on him. Maybe it was the reset. Just sat. Yeah. See how deep that sat against his throat. And I think he didn't even drop the breath at all. Just carried on through.
180 kilos.
He has done 182 at the last Oceanias.
Yeah. So
He's
he needs
pushing.
to just compose himself between the clean and the jerk. He's sitting out the back now. This is the toll of this Olympic qualifier is just massive. These guys have had to do so many international comps, and it just, I'd say it's starting to catch up with everybody that's been part of this Olympic qualifier.
He does bring forward a 146.
Get off Cam,
clean.
getting naked in the corner. Yes. Second attempt.
Another easy clean. Oh,
He's running out of petrol. He tried to calm that down. He tried to take the breath,
No lead.
but it's turning out to be a pretty challenging clean and jerk session for Oliver. I thought he'd done well on this one.
I think he has had to cut a little bit of weight for this. I wonder if that's playing a bit of a toll on him.
80 kilos. Third attempt. Oliver Saxon.
Some people go and sit in the sauna and dehydrate a little bit.
He did take the time to reset and take a breath. We'll see him take the depth. It's not so heavily on his neck this time. Takes the breath, but curtains are coming down again. No.
180 kilos sitting on your windpipe isn't very comfortable.
Yeah, I don't think it's the windpipe. I think it's more the blood circulation up towards the top few inches.
Yeah.
So he's going to have a hard task. He's got 2 minutes to follow himself.
I think at this point he'll just be aiming to get the total in.
He's taxed. Look at him. That's not body language that is that confident. He wants sniffing salt, so he's got some. Someone needs to give him a slap. There he goes.
Here he comes for his third and final attempt.
It's going to be a lift and a half if he can get this to arm's length.
Needs it to stay in the competition.
No.
No.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I thought he was going earlier. Well, I'm glad that
Did well not to pass out
yeah.
there.
Well, gave me a bit of a heart attack very quickly, Oliver. Unfortunately, not to be today. And
That does move Cameron McTaggart into the silver medal position.
yeah, was on Kyle Bruce, but Oliver he just had no energy in him. I was talking about this yesterday. It's quite hard to lift in the later sessions in the day. And then if you are cutting weight, like you said he may have been doing, it's all about energy preservation at this point. I don't know what happened. I was at this point that I was like, put it down, because he shook his head. That was very challenging position there. Okay, we're going to come out of this because Kyle is coming to the stage. And Kyle is still actually yet to enter the comp. It's 181.
I think he's brought his opener down by 4 kilos.
Yep, maybe this is a smart idea to actually just get on the board.
Yeah.
And that secures the Oceania title in the men's 89 kilos. He does get 2 further lifts.
So 228 is his current total now. We have him with the gold and Cam McTaggart with the silver.
So what's Kyle's best total during the qualification period?
He has a 334.
So what's he at now?
328.
Okay, so you use these 2 lifts now to try and go over that.
Yeah, so he needs 7 kilos to beat his best total. So that would be 188.
So my suggestion would be 189.
188 would get beyond
Over,
it.
okay.
Yeah.
So that should be your choice, because yes, this is the competition that you're currently in, but actually you're part of a wider process, and you need to keep doing or building your total.
Yeah. At the moment, he is in a pretty good position for that continental spot. I think his only contender really is Oliver Saxton.
Yeah.
So he would want to build his total to try and get that out of reach for the final competition in Thailand.
Because we were saying Thailand's going to come down to this. It's an all or nothing event, and you've got nothing to lose except if you're in first place.
Just making sure that the platform is clean, and the bar is clean. That's why.
So I don't know where he went. I was trying to look for him backstage, so he's disappeared completely. Is he sitting over the fast? Found him. So he's hiding over there somewhere.
Possibly just getting the breeze from outside.
I swear there's more coaches here from Australia than athletes.
All their personal coaches.
Yeah, it's a lot. So there he is, waiting.
Increase the weight to 185 kilos.
There would be no reason to do anything for him under 188 kilos.
Yeah, he has just moved to 185 for now. And you said he's done 190 before?
Yeah. It's quite interesting, different qualification process than I was part of when I was qualifying for the Olympics.
Yeah.
I just had to be Well, the team had to qualify in the top 3 in Oceania, and then from that you got a continental allocation, and you had to be the best in Oceania. So now the athletes have to attend multiple events around the world at a significant cost. 188. So here we go. Yeah, we made that call. So this is what he will take, or should take.
188 kilos.
Don't need to go more than that
Australia. The clock resumes in 57 seconds.
to add 1 kilo.
He has 1 minute to take this lift, and it looks like he is making his way out of the warm-up room. So 188 to beat his total during this qualifying period.
Yes. So this is now looking to build his position for continental qualification to the Paris Olympic Games. So this is quite an important lift for Kyle, even though he secured already the Oceania title.
Ooh.
And he's going to have 1 attempt more. It's a difficult one because it takes the edge off it once you've secured the competition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, does he take that again, or does he buy a little bit of time and go up to 190?
Might as well buy a little bit more. I would now do 2 weight changes to burn some time off the clock. They're doing a good job of pretending that the platform needs a sweep each time.
Yeah.
It doesn't, but it slows everything down.
188 kilos, 30 attempt.
Paul Copper will tell you to clean the bar and sweep the platform if you have to, and you do. So
190 is his best clean and jerk. So he could potentially go for a 91 PB.
you go for a PB. Might add a little bit more pizzazz to your enthusiasm. Where's he gone? Over there.
Any changes coming in? Nothing yet.
No.
It's got a friend there in the background.
Yeah, I know what that is. Drug test is waiting patiently. Did they declare a weight? Did they declare it within the first 30 seconds?
I'm not sure.
They're having a
Awesome.
great little argument. I think that's the personal coach having a go.
Yeah, so the change has been made to 189.
So a lot of passion happening out the back. Let's go off that before we catch something we don't want to catch.
99 kilos, third attempt. Oh, Bruce, Australia.
Kyle's just walked out the stage anyway.
Right, so 189. To further his Olympic campaign total. Cleaned it. Can you hold it? No.
Not to be.
Just a little bit in front there.
Valiant effort. That was a decent attempt.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was the last lift of the session.
So that was the last lift.
While we get ready to present the medal to the athletes in those 2 categories.
Well, that's about as close as you're going to get. There's almost a bit too much pressure on the front leg. It's going to be hard to recover from that position.
And just goes for a lie down with the weight.
So that concludes the men's 81 and 89 kilo portion of the 2024 Oceania Weightlifting Championships. This is our final results. So unfortunately we had an athlete withdraw due to injury. And Daniel Shaw, we had a no total from Oliver Saxon. And the rest of it, yeah, your lineup. We're going to be back shortly with the medal presentation. Thank you for joining us today. We will be back from 10 a.m. tomorrow. We have a further 3 sessions tomorrow. The women's 64 kilo division will be kicking us off at 10 a.m. New Zealand time. If you are in Tamaki Makaurau, Auckland, please come and join us. It's free entry. We've got a big program tomorrow, more school kids. We've got about 700 school kids coming through tomorrow again. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it. And we'll be back with you shortly for the prize giving or medal ceremony.
Human beings in a mind. What's a mind to a king? What's a king to a god? What's a god to a non-believer who don't believe in anything?
Malachi Luhan. Second place, silver medal from the Northern Mariana Islands, Aidan Gimed. And our gold medalist for the 81 kilo youth with 3 new Oceania youth records from Samoa, Tovio Achong. Congratulations, athletes, and thank you. We move on now to the 81 kilogram junior competition. Our silver medalist from Guam, Malachi Luhan from Guam. And our gold medalist, 2024 Oceania Junior Champion in the 81 kilo category with 3 new Oceania youth records from Samoa, Tovio Achong. Congratulations, athletes, and thank you. And now we go to the 81 kilo senior competition. The bronze medal from New Zealand, Curran Tower. The silver medal from Samoa, Tovio Achong. And the gold medal, our 2024 Oceania from Nauru, Marcinsi Cook. Congratulations, athletes, and thank you. And now we move on to the 89 kilo. In the 89 kilo youth, our gold medalist from Nauru, Kyle Itzamira. Our silver medalist from Nauru, Kyle Itzamira. Sorry, my apologies. Can we just represent my apologies? That was my error. I apologise. Definitely an announcer error. The 89 kilo junior, the bronze medal should go to Nathan Koroi of Fiji. I apologise for that error. Entirely my fault. The silver medal to Kyle Itzamira of Nauru. And the gold medal, and makes him the 2024 Oceania Junior Champion from Samoa, Emmanuel Ulimaso. Congratulations, athletes, and thank you. And now, finally, the 89 kilo senior result. Our bronze medalist from Samoa, Emmanuel Ulimaso. Our silver medalist from New Zealand, Cameron McTaggart. And our gold medalist and 2024 Oceania Senior Champion in the 89 kilogram category from Australia, Kyle Bruce. Congratulations, athletes. Thank you all. Thank you, Mr. Cameron and Mr. Smith.
Moving things in a mind. What's a mind to a king? What's a king to a god? What's a god to a non-believer?